What's going on, guys? Seth here with Cross Jeep. Today we're taking a look at the difference between an L and a non-L Grand Cherokee. So these are going to be 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserves. The same options for both of them. The L, which is the one we're looking at now, has the blackout package. They both have the air ride suspension too, which lets you adjust the ride height of the vehicle. I've got the L all the way up and I've got the non-L all the way down. So the non-L is the 2-row seater. It's going to seat 5 people, including the driver. This does not have the blackout package, letting you have your silver badging, silver rims, and your silver trim around the vehicle. The 3-row does have the blackout package, like I mentioned before, giving you the black rim, the black trim, and the black badging. Now, on the inside here, the big difference, of course, is this captain's chair seating. They can be optioned with bench, but this one does have the captain's chairs. We have our center armrest, which is folding. You can fold it down to give a nice flat trunk space so you can put more stuff in the vehicle. And of course, the 3-row. That makes this a 6-seater because you have your 2 in the back. You also have your buttons to fold down the back rows here. They all have charging ports for all of the seats, letting you have everybody getting their own connectivity. Now, of course, in the 2-row vehicle, we have 2 rows, the driver and passenger and the 2nd-row passengers. Now, this one has the bench seating in here with the 30-60 fold. Of course, you can fold them flat to get a lot more room out of the vehicle. Both vehicles have heated and cooled front seats and heated and cooled 2nd-row seats. Of course, like I said, the Summit Reserve is going to be the highest trim that we have. The nicest, most luxurious one. Comes with the dual-sided floor mat in the rear, as well as the fabric floor mats for the rest of the vehicle. Now, this one does have a lot more space in the trunk without the seats folded down. You've got about 4 foot of storage space from the edge to the back of the seat, as well as your subwoofer back here. That is the main difference on the 3-row Grand Cherokee, is even though it has an extra 1.5 foot of space on the back end of the vehicle, you lose a lot of normal trunk storage space. You have to have those seats folded down to give you enough room. Now, if I press those 2 buttons right there, they will fold down automatically to give me some more space. That'll give me about the same as the standard 2-row, giving us an extra 1 foot of room from the edge to the back of the seat. Now, as you can tell, the subwoofer's on the left side instead of the right. That doesn't change the audio much, but it just changes the aesthetic of the vehicle. We still have our outlets back here, as well as our vents for the vehicle. It just changes the spacing of it. The 3-row is definitely made more for the family vehicle. It's going to house more people. It's going to let you transport more. However, it's going to lose a little bit more space in the rear. Where the 2-row is more of the small family moving and grooving. It's the people on the go. You'll need a lot more space, so you'll get a lot more basic trunk space. You have a lot less with all the seats folded down. Of course, it's another 1.5 foot of less storage space. On the inside and on the outside, the wheelbase is actually about 7 inches longer on the 3-row vehicle, giving it a much bigger stance. And like I said, that extra 1.5 foot is seen in the back here. Looking at the trim on the very back of the vehicle. Now, I have these parked side by side, so it's harder to tell. But if you look up front here, we can actually see the rims and tires, and the wheels on the vehicle is a little bit further back on the 2-row than it is on the 3-row. Now, of course, again, this is on the Summit Reserve, which is why it has so many nice features and the nice leather seats on the interior and exterior. Folks, if you have any more questions on either of these vehicles or want to know a little bit more about them, go on ahead and check out the rest of my YouTube page. I've got some videos on these vehicles in particular, telling you everything all the way down to the last feature. I want to say thank you all so much for taking a look at these with me, and I hope you all have an amazing day.